this formula, V stands for the total volume. Pi is a decimal number that goes on forever. So if we round pi to the nearest hundredth, we can approximate it as 3.14. R represents the radius, or distance from the center of the sphere to any point on the surface of the sphere. Our first example reads, what is the volume of this sphere? Use pi equals approximately 3.14 and round your answer to the nearest hundredth. In this first example, we are asked to find the volume of a sphere with a given radius of 3 inches. Our first step is to write out the volume formula, V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Our next step is to substitute the values we know into the formula. We'll use the approximate value of 3.14 for pi and 3 for our radius. Notice that we have changed the equal sign to this symbol to show that our calculation is an approximation. Now, we can solve for the volume. Following the order of operations, I will evaluate the exponent first. 3 cubed means 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. Now, my number sentence reads, V equals approximately 4/3 times 3.14 times 27. Next, we can multiply these numbers. When we do that multiplication, we get 113.04. So the volume is approximately equal to 113.04 cubic inches. In our second example, we are again asked to find the volume of a sphere, but this time we are given a diameter of 20 centimeters. We'll again use the volume formula, V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. We're going to use 3.14 for pi. Next, we want to plug in the radius for r, but we are given a diameter of 20 centimeters. Since the diameter of a sphere is twice as long as the radius, we can divide the diameter by 2 to get r equals 10 centimeters. Now, we can plug in 10 for our radius. Our equation now reads, V equals approximately 4/3 times 3.14 times 10 to the third power. At this point, following order of operations, we can cube our radius of 10 to get 1,000. Now, we can multiply our three values together. 4/3 times 3.14 times 1,000 is 4,186.6666, and the decimal continues. Notice that the problem asks us to round our answer to the nearest hundredth, which is 2 decimal places. Since the digit in the thousandths place is a 6, we round up, and we get the approximate volume of 4,186.67 cubic centimeters. In our third example, we are again working to find the volume of a sphere. This time, we are given a diameter of 9 meters. As before, our first step is to write out our volume formula, V equals 4/3 pi r cubed. Our next step is to replace pi with the approximate value of 3.14. Next, we want to plug in our radius. Since we are given a diameter of 9, we need to divide 9 by 2 to get a radius of 4.5. Now we can plug in 4.5 for r. At this point, our equation reads, V equals approximately 4/3 times 3.14 times 4.5 to the third power. 4.5 cubed is 91.125. Now we can multiply these numbers. When we do that multiplication, we get the approximate volume of 381.51 cubic meters.